Hello, Sagittarius. My name is Ray. Welcome to Ray's Tarot. This will be a general reading for August 2021. It might be about your career, your love life, or whatever is the most important message that Spirit needs you to hear right now. Today, I will be using the Game of Thrones Tarot deck. Please remember that time is fluid, and if this message does not resonate, be sure to check out my readings for your Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Now let's get right into your reading. What is Sagittarius' message for August 2021? What is Sagittarius' message for August 2021? You have strength in your present situation. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. I feel like with the Tower in your hopes and fears and the Knight of Swords in your strengths and weaknesses, this is a situation that you're very stressed about, which is why you feel like you need to be strong through this. You need to be fierce. You need to have endurance. You need to be courageous. You need to be able to hold your own, to fight your own battles. But strength is also about patience, because it's about having inner strength. So it's not just about the physical, it's about mental strength. It's about emotional strength, being able to reach through the tough times. In your crossing, you have the Page of Cups, so some of you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This person could be getting up the courage to tell you how they feel, or you them, so take it how it resonates. The energies could be reversed here. At your base, you have the Hermit. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. You might have been single for a long time, so you're a little hesitant about telling this person how you feel because you're not sure how they're going to react. You've been doing a lot of healing, you've been doing a lot of soul searching, and you're ready to stop being like this antisocial introvert. In your past, you have the Five of Wands. So there might have been an inner conflict. Again, you're debating whether or not you should tell this person how you feel. Or this could be somebody that gets a lot of attention, and there might have been some competition for this person's affection. In your crowning thoughts, you have the Hanged Man. So again, I feel like you're kind of in suspension here. That inner conflict could still be going on for some of you, and you're not sure if you should approach this person. You're not sure how they're going to react, or if they're approaching you, you're not really sure how to react. You might not have expected this person to come forward with this offer. For those of you who were actually in a conflict with this person of some sort, I feel like this Page of Cups could also represent an apology being made. But I'm seeing a connection between the Hanged Man and the Strength card, because both of these cards are about patience, about sacrifice, about diplomacy. So making sure that you're taking small steps forward rather than just kind of like rushing into everything head first. This is kind of a time for you to step back and just kind of be observant, especially if you've already apologized to this person or if you've already approached them. It's like now it's their turn. Like you've already put yourself out there. Now it's up to them whether or not they want to respond. And it's just your job to wait. You have the Queen of Swords in your immediate future. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Queen of Swords is known as the Ice Queen. So for those of you who are reaching out to this person, they might freeze you out, they might shut you down. With this Hermit card at your base, they might actually ghost you entirely. The Queen of Swords is still known as being very blunt and very straight to the point, so they might come across as harsh when the two of you have this conversation. I'm not necessarily sure if this is a positive conversation or a negative one yet. I can't really tell how it feels. And that's because the Ice Queen is so cold and distant. Like, that's the exact energy that I'm getting from this other person. And that also tells me that you might have a really difficult time figuring them out and trying to see what's in their head, because they just don't let you in. In your hopes and fears, you have the Tower. So I do feel like you are very scared that this person is going to ghost you, is going to shut you out, is going to yell at you potentially, you know, or get really angry or upset with you with that Queen of Swords, Ice Queen energy, going to freeze you out. You're very worried that they're going to shut you down. They're going to reject you, that this tower is going to fall. But the Ice Queen is also known for telling hard truths. So for some of you, try to listen to what they have to say, because there might be a ring of truth to what they have to say. It might be a very hard truth. The Queen of Swords is not here to tell you what you want to hear. They don't beat around the bush, they don't sugarcoat. So what they say sounds very mean, but it might not necessarily have bad intentions. So even though it might be scary, some of you need to hear this person out. Because by being honest with them, you could also possibly be being more honest with yourself. In your environmental factors or how this person sees you, you have the Justice card. This is more air energy, Libra again. So for some of you, this Ice Queen could just be trying to be fair. You know, for a lot of you, I feel like this might be a fight between a friendship or possibly a group of friends. And they're just kind of trying to get to the bottom of what the root of the situation really is. Because with that Five of Spears in your past, this could have kind of been something that involved multiple people, and there might have been some sort of petty gossip involved. So the two of you really need to have a conversation to figure out what the root issue is. What caused this conflict? Especially if there's more than one person involved here, because this person could just be like, okay, I talked to this person and they told me their side of the story, now I want to talk to you and hear your side of the story. You know what I mean? In your strengths and weaknesses, you have the Knight of Swords. This is more air energy. I do feel like there's somebody talking shit here, because the Knight of Swords is another communication card, but it usually has to do with like very fast, chaotic, sudden change, which is why it's also associated with stress. So I definitely feel like it kind of feels like there's possibly three parties here, but again, it doesn't necessarily feel romantic to me. It feels more like this one person is kind of stuck in the middle between you and another person who are fighting, and they're trying to be the mediator. Or like one person is telling them one thing and you're telling them another, and they're just trying to get to the bottom of this, whatever it is. I really feel like this was just like a really big argument, or somebody is talking shit about you. For those of you who this is some sort of romantic connection involved, this competition, this rivalry with the Five of Spears, this might be like the person that you're competing with for this person's attention, and they are saying very bad things about you to try to convince this person to be with them instead. In your outcome, you have the Three of Wands. So there is some distance between you and this person. It might actually be physical distance for some of you, especially if this is a long distance connection. For a lot of you, I feel like this conflict is causing a rift between the two of you, and it feels more like emotional distance. Especially with that icy energy from the Queen of Swords, I feel like this person might not be taking your side in this situation, or they might be shutting you out. If there's another person involved in this, you know, they might be listening to the wrong people here. But I feel like with this Page of Cups here and this Hanged Man, you've said your piece, you've apologized, you've told them how you feel, and now you're just kind of waiting on them to reach out, waiting on them to make the next move, waiting on them to forgive you, potentially. Can you clarify the Tower for me, please? Can you clarify the Knight of Swords for me, please? Clarifying the Tower, you have the Four of Coins. So I feel like even if this person does agree to have this conversation with you, they're still hanging back emotionally. They don't want to open up. Or if this person is reaching out to you and, they're the one that, has been saying bad things about you, or they're the one that was fighting with you, however it applies, I feel like you don't really trust this person anymore. You want to make sure that you're in control of this conversation, and so you're keeping most of your emotions to yourself. You're trying to govern this situation with that Justice card based off of pure logic and rational thought, doing what seems the most sensible rather than letting your emotions take control with that Page of Cups. You also really don't want this situation to get out of hand with that Tower card. Like I said, you don't want to let this tower fall. You don't want this drama to blow up more than it already has. So you're really trying to keep a cool head here. Clarifying the Knight of Swords in your strengths and weaknesses is the Star, more air energy, Aquarius this time. You do want to heal this situation. You do want to make this right. And for some of you, the potential to get this friendship or relationship back on track is there. The potential for reconciliation is here. I do feel like the two of you can get over this hump. But with the Three of Wands in your outcome, there's a lot of distance right now. And the two of you need to bridge that gap. Some of you might not even be talking to each other right now, and you're kind of giving each other the silent treatment, playing this petty little mind game. One of you has to reach out first. Somebody has to break the silence. Somebody needs to step forward and apologize here. Okay, Sagittarius, I feel like your message has been received. Comment down below if this reading resonates with you and let me know what your situation is about. I do read the comments and will be liking and responding. Don't forget to like this video and click that subscribe button. That helps me a lot. You can now also follow me on Facebook, where I will be posting announcements about new tarot readings. The link to my new page is in the description below if you want to check it out. Either way, I will see you here again at Raise Tarot. See you later.